Cheers, guys. Gideon here. Um, Today I'm making this video in response to a video I saw just yesterday by um, by Officer Tatum. And right off the bat, I want to say that I actually follow Officer Tatum's content and I like him. I think he's a child of God. I don't agree with everything he says, but I don't agree with everything anyone says. And I think most people would find that they don't agree with everything that any particular person says. Maybe it's possible that you can find somebody in your life with whom you're in 100% agreement with. That may be possible. I don't know. Highly unlikely. But I say all that to say this. At some point in his video, he called Tucker Carlson anti-Semite or anti-Semite. I've learned both ways of English from the English and the American system, so I interchange. So he called Tucker Carlson anti-Semite, and I thought to myself, has it reached this level now? I mean, if you don't like him, that's fine. If you don't agree with him, that's fine. But you call him an anti-Semite, and I thought to myself, well, let's break this down. What has Tucker Carlson said that makes him anti-Semitic? So if he doesn't like the government of Israel or the leadership, does that make him anti-Semitic? Did he say he hates Jewish people? What exactly did he say that makes him anti-Semitic or anti-Semitic? That's one. Two, what does it mean to be anti-Semitic to people like Officer Tatum? Because if you're going to throw that label around, what does it actually mean? You know? And the other question is, okay, for me, I look at it this way. If he disagrees with Tucker Carlson, that's completely fine, honestly. But when you throw around a label like anti-Semitic like that, it does not help the Jewish cause. If you're pro-Israel, that's fine. But you throwing around labels like that, it's to me, it comes across the same way it is when you find, let's say, black people just throwing around the word racist, or people just throwing around the word racist to anything, to people who don't like stuff they do or disagree with them, you're racist. It makes the word lose meaning, and it makes people, to some degree, actually resentful because they feel that they cannot say anything objective about you without being labeled something. So the very thing he's doing by calling someone like Tucker Carlson an anti-Semite is the same thing he would blast liberals for doing, for calling with their stupid tags like Uncle Tom and all that kind of stuff that they use. The same thing that they would do to someone like him, he pretty much is doing to Tucker Carlson. So I thought about it. I was like, man, look, I do truly believe that there are people who have their hearts in the right place, who want the right things, who fear God and want to see righteousness. I think Tucker is one of them. I think Officer Tatum is another one of them. But sometimes we get so caught up in being on a side that we just go with whatever fits our side, as opposed to what is the truth. I mean, objectively and realistically, how can you call the man an anti-Semite? You are then given justification for all these other tags that people like to use, like you're a racist, you're this, because you don't agree with somebody or the person doesn't agree with you. And I had to think twice about making this video and speaking on it. I don't know who's going to even see it, but the fact is, well, I'm sure people see it, but the fact is that I don't want it to be as if I'm calling somebody out or I'm going against somebody, because these are people that I actually like and I agree with on different things. But I just think, let's be lovers of the truth above being Republican or whatever else it is you want to identify yourself as, Republican or liberal or Democrat. You have to be a lover of the truth. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all the things be added unto you. I don't think it's objective to condemn people using certain tags and words in a certain way, but then when it fits your narrative and what you want to push, then it's okay. Then yeah, sure, he's an anti-Semite. What does that word even mean? You know that the more, maybe I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. The last thing I'll say is this, and I mean this sincerely. I really wish the Jewish people well, but I also wish the Palestinian people well. And for me, well is Jesus Christ. Because I know that if we were living according to the will of Jesus Christ, we would not even be in these conflicts in the world. If they would not even exist. And I just want to say that for someone like me, I never even paid attention to this whole issue of Israel or whatever until I started seeing people being labeled as anti-Semitic for saying things that seemed normal to say. And then when I started seeing that, that's what actually raised my antenna and to be like, what's going on here? So sometimes we need to be very careful what we're doing and what agendas we're pushing. I just think the truth should always be objective. The truth is objective. It's not subjective. It is objective. So you cannot call somebody a name that you would not approve of somebody else calling you just because you don't like the person or you don't like what the person is doing. I don't think it's cool. But there's a lot of hypocrisy in all of us. So may God help us all. Jesus Christ is King. God bless.